Hey y'all, it's Tori with Love It Tees. So what I want to do today is show you all how I take my image from being a legal sheet size to being twice the size of that image using my Uninet iColor 560 white toner printer and the Smart Cut software. So what I want you to do is like, share, and subscribe this video so that I can continue to make more content and you'll get notified when that content is available. Y'all, I literally took my page from being this size on a shirt. This fits me being a smaller woman, but when you're dealing with large and extra large shirts, we want it to be a bigger size. So that is what I'm going to show you today. Before anybody come for me in the comments, y'all, this is for my personal use for Grinch Day, and I thought it would be a great time to make a tutorial on how I split my images for a bigger shirt. The first image was the original image fit to the page size. The next one is what it looked like when I actually split the image and used my Smart Cut software. In my iColor ProRip software, what I will do is go ahead and open up a new document and merge the image that I want to use. As you can see, when I bring the image in, the size of the image is 14 by 16. But if I was to go and shrink that image, it will only fit that one page. And with those dimensions, it's not going to fill up that full page. After my image comes up, what I'll do is right click it and then click on split image using Smart Cut. What that will do is then open my image in the Smart Cut software. This image has not been split yet, but what I'll do is show you what it looked like when I put the regular size letter paper in it. So we go to split and then I'll click on those little gears and then the drop down menu. When I go on the drop down menu, I will go ahead and click on letter size. And what that will do is show you what it looks like compared to the size of the actual image. I do want to remind you that my image is 14 by 16. As you can see, my image is too big for the outline of that paper. So what I'll do is go ahead and delete that. And I will resize my image to be the width of the paper. In this instance, my paper will be in landscape size orientation, so I resized my image to be 11.27, even though my paper is 11 7/10 or 11.7. Then I will go back to the gear and click on custom. So when you're doing a custom, you cannot go and type into those boxes. So what I'll have to do is adjust it using the arrows to get it exactly the size that I want it to be, which will be the size of the paper that I'm printing on in landscape mode. So I need it to be around 11 inches as the width and 8 inches as the height. Y'all, this was so tricky to get because a little inch of the finger being moved or a millimeter of the finger being moved, it can change it a big amount. I'm pretty much done adjusting it the way I need it to be adjusted. So I'll go to the second box and I will go ahead and click on the gear for that one and add another custom. As you can see, the pink is the first sheet of paper and the blue will be the second sheet of paper. And what I will do is I will go ahead and get those measurements the exact same size and adjust it as needed. So I'm done playing around with the measurements. The next thing that I will do is go ahead on the right side you see where it says Smart Split. You'll click on Smart Split. It'll ask you the different color garments, whether you want to split it on a light garment, dark garment, or other garment. I go ahead and click on other on most of the things that I press. At the top, you'll start seeing it load, and that's where we can see the image being split. What it'll do is it'll open it up in two screens so you can see exactly where that image is split at. If you don't like the split lines, what you can do is you can exit off the second screen and redo it all over again and readjust where you want it to be split at. But I like it, so I'll go ahead and save it. And then what it will do is open up back in my ProRip software. Now that I'm back in my ProRip software, what it does is move the image from being in a queue to now being completed, but it will bring up those two new images. But I can see that my orientation right now is in a landscape orientation. So the next thing that I have to do is go ahead and rotate those to be in portrait mode. What you'll see me do now is do a few adjustments to my image where I will rotate my image 90 degrees. And then I'll take my image and I'll fit it to page, and then I'll center it on the page. Make sure you do this with both of your images. You want to make sure that you fit it and center it to page. Do not mess with the dimensions on the side. Don't change any of the sizes. I just want to fit it to my page and then center it to page. The next step is optional. So I go to color adjust and I click on ink removal, and I enable ink removal. The reason why is because this image has a lot of space in it, which provided to be stretchable, and it isn't just a full color image. This software tends to rasterize on its own, which means it'll put little dots or little lines where it needs to be so that it can have some stretchability, especially where you have the transparency. So what I'm doing is messing with the hole sizes, whether I need more ink or no ink before this image. I will go ahead and enable the ink removal and click on OK. Next, I will go ahead and find the paper that I'm using. Y'all, the good thing about white toner printer is you can use it on hard surfaces, soft surfaces. You can make tattoos. Is not only just for t-shirts. And then I will go to the page, check my page size. Sometimes I use tray 1, sometimes I use the bypass tray. Today I use the bypass tray, and I change the quality to high quality. It could be best quality, high quality. So you want to make sure you are doing that for both of the pages. You can have it coming out of tray 1. I like the bypass tray sometimes. And then when I get done, what I can do is I can preview what the image looked like. Since I chose rip only, it'll show me a preview of what the image would look like. After the image get done loading, what you'll see me do is right click it, and then I'll click on view raw data. What that does is show me exactly what the image will look like on the shirt, especially with the colors. People are always so nervous about the colors being vibrant on the right color printer, but if you look at raw data, it'll show you what it will look like when it comes out on that printer. If I like what I see and I don't want to do any editing, and this doesn't have any holes on there because I went ahead and enabled that ink removal, I can go ahead and go to the top. You will see the printer, and I can print those images out. So this is the most satisfying part, seeing your artwork actually come out through the printer. This is the original image, and then what you will see is that image that I split, and you can see the difference in the sizes. Y'all, I will be making a part 2 to this video. In that part 2, you will be able to see me add the adhesive on it and also press it onto the shirt. So y'all go ahead and like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff, and y'all be back for the next part. Bye.